Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another war selection video. Today I have something a little different. A kind of series I'm starting up where I play against some of the best players in the game right now, and I'll be doing this to try and improve my own skill in 1v1s for double population. Since this game mode does not get played a lot unless you are playing in a tournament or a fun event, but even then things can go really bad for so many players. But double population in 1v1s are so much better in my opinion, as you have much better fights, a much better economy, and can actually use different tactics and strategies to try and destroy your enemies. I'll be doing a best of 3 in each video, and the first opponent I am up against is one who is quite known around here on the channel, and he also has a channel himself with regular uploads. We have XKaLiBaR. The link for his channel will be in the description alongside some other great information on giveaways and stuff, so give that a read. Anyway, we're going to be playing XKaLiBaR in a 1v1 best of 3. Without any further ado, let's get into the first game. Well, to be honest, we actually played 3 games, but the first game I recorded was not in good enough detail and it didn't record right basically. So this is technically the second game, but it's the first for you guys. We start out in a nice little spot. Instantly I queue some workers, I take out an idle deer, make a house, and I build my first warehouse. As you can see, there is no wood for me that is close by, and so I had to stick my warehouse down next to the wood rather than my berries, and already I was at a disadvantage. I send out my scout to find out what I have around me, and with the first worker that gets produced, I start making some houses. I put down a second warehouse and let myself get pop capped for a few seconds so that I can try and get my economy going, and a moment later I was on 0 resources and struggling. You can also see on the map just how close he is to me. Great, I'm gonna die in like 4 minutes. We all know how deadly XKaLiBaR is with the Stone Age. I had to try and block him out in any way that I could, so I proceeded to make a wall of buildings with houses and a warehouse. He scouts my base, but it doesn't matter. We know we are super close, both trying to go for some kind of rush. The worst thing for me is that I had 3 patches of wood that I can see. 2 of them were on the front line, so my workers were going to be the first to get hit no matter what. With some fighting buildings down, I'm just waiting for the upgrade on the stone cutter so I can go for slingers to defend my base. You can also see my workers walking further and further now, which is not good at all. I was just so worried about an attack coming, as this is usually around the time it would come. I was more focused on trying to get a wall down so I can relax a little bit. Then, with those deers running, it was time. XKaLiBaR sent in his first wave of warriors to attack a house for an opening. A boar followed his army, which was helping me a little bit, and I sent my slingers to go attack them. I sent over some workers to try and stop him from getting in, and it's a good thing he doesn't realise he can just go round. At least for now he doesn't. If you look in the top right, I have no food. I just forgot about it. I was slowly running out of berries and had idle workers as well. It's not looking great for me already. I noticed cows and had to get them farmed as soon as possible, but all of a sudden, there he was again with even more warriors. To make it worse, those workers couldn't even build a warehouse because of those cows, so that held me back even more. And to make it even worse, he sent in some warriors to the north of my base now so that he could attack me from the north and south of my base. I had a ton of wood but no food. I don't even have my temple down yet, and things are definitely getting worse. I should have had my temple down ages ago, and look at how much wood I have. I am now pop capped and another army comes in for XKaLiBaR. It was just so badly played from me, and these small maps are usually my favourite of them all. The spawn was just not nice enough to me, and XKaLiBaR destroyed me. Anyway, I'll finish this so you guys can see how it ends in fast motion, but let's move on to the next game and see if I can tie it up in this so-called best of 3. So, for our second spawn, it's looking a lot better. We got some nice wood around, and why I built a freaking house there, I don't know. That's a perfect place for a warehouse. I actually went to delete the house and ended up deleting 2 of my workers, so this already put me behind massively. Oh, what a noob I am. Don't do this. Make sure you press the right buttons, and oh god, it was so annoying. I went to type to tell him, but I was like, nah, I'll just go with it. I managed to kill a deer and got another warehouse down instead of my next house. Whilst that goes on, I pop the upgrade for berries because of the amount of wood I have and proceed to build houses. I didn't pop cap myself, which is great, but just had to wait a little longer for those workers to come out. I had got the upgrade though, and a couple of workers on the deer that I caught. Things started to look a little bit better. Around 6 minutes in, I managed to find out where he was sitting as well. He actually found me at the same time. I get rid of his scout, and moments later he gets rid of mine. The base was coming along nicely, but as you can see I have no food. I was pop capped and then found out he had a second scout. I should have known from the replays I have watched from him several times. Maybe it was nerves? Yeah, we'll go ahead and just blame the nerves. Anyway, it wasn't long until I hit Asia and was able to finally give myself a stable food source, but was now struggling with the wood. And here comes the first annoying wave of warriors to start the first attack. Although with my slingers he retreats for now. Maybe he's just going round, and because I had no vision, I had no idea where he was going to come from. It's so unlike me not to get vision. Luckily, a signal of deer come in and my slingers were placed perfectly. Again, he decides it's best if he goes back, but all of a sudden he has another army of warriors to the southwest of my base, now going in to affect my economy. I was trying to save it the best I could, but even with 30 slingers, I felt like they were not doing anything against these warriors. Again from the south side of the base, another huge army of warriors come in. I was now pop capped with 36 slingers and a dream. From the beginning of the game, because of me killing my own 2 workers, my economy was dying, and here you can see it's still dying. I hadn't managed to fix it at all. He had now taken out my stone cutter in the fight, so I couldn't even build any more slingers, and I had to go with warriors with no upgrades. All they have is more effective armour, but the damage was still so low against these warriors with all the upgrades needed. Because it was double population, I should have went ahead and got every single upgrade needed for the Stone Age, as that's where most of the fights happen, especially in 1v1, especially against XKaLiBaR. It felt like he gave me a little bit of time to breathe, but again, before I knew it, he was inside the middle of my base with another massive army. I mean, if you had to place your bets now, you can tell that I would be the one you wouldn't bet on. He's just taking out my fight pits now, so I can't produce any more units at all without having to build more, and still my economy is dead. I had managed to try and produce something at the back of my base, so that I can at least try and keep it going. and now I had actually cleared them. Yet again, I feel like he was just making me feel like I had a chance to rebuild a few things just to come in and take it all down again. I still had a little bit of hope, keeping my base as tight as possible. I have my army bang in the middle and I'm just waiting. Then again, I'm not sure how the heck he does it, but just look at the swarm that he sends in. He would just send them in, taking out everything in his path and, well, just ignoring my army. He can obviously see that I don't have the speed upgrade on my warriors, so obviously he is going to abuse that. He now has his army right next to my town hall, and he knows I am trying to stay alive behind now. And he is also in 3 different parts of my base. I have even seen it in the replays I commentate over for him, and he is just so bloody good at doing this. He's just making me worry about all areas of my base, but finally when I had some vision, it was just way too late. He'd already taken out a majority of my workers so that I only had about 30 left, and he could have between 70 to 100 workers right now, as it is double population. He was just everywhere, and I could not put up with it at all. I soon faced the facts and announced him the winner of the games. He was just way too good for me, and is way too annoying with those stone warriors. I am sorry I could not give you guys a better game, but I will take what I have learned from this game onto the next pro and see if I can use it to my advantage. They all have different playstyles, and this is only the first of many that you guys will see. Make sure you stick around so you don't miss out on any new and exciting tactics from these games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then press the bloody like button, because I just took a beating from a pro for you guys. It means a lot to me as well, and it really does help the channel. Consider subscribing to the channel with those notifications on to not miss out on any of the giveaways or uploads that I post, as you could be missing out on a lot. Comment below for a chance at those giveaways, and more information will be in the description. Thank you all for watching if you did, and until next time, peace.